Welcome ladies and lads, today we are going to observe some changes I made to the Spell Book of Rivendell. Previously here we had the ability Sons of Elrond that allowed us to buy Eladan and Elrohil from the Dunedain Gathering. Now these two heroes will be available in the fortress from the start. As you might notice, we can no longer buy Aragorn, because now he is summoned as Alatar at the Arwen's Dream. So instead Sons of Elrond, now we have here an ability Science of Maiar that gives knowledge. The spell grants one rank to heroes except summoned heroes such as Tom, Goldberry and Fellowship within the area of the spell. And it gives 3 ranks to infantry, cavalry units and summoned heroes. That was made because Tom, Goldberry and the Fellowship of the Ring can be spawned again, but not respawned with preserved levels. I can do it, but it will be too much, because for example if Tom dies, drops the one ring, and there is Elrond nearby who will simply pick up the one ring and will spawn Tom again, with full amount of health, refresh powers and so on. That's why summoned heroes will lose their experience and will need to earn it again. But I've simplified the process, and now once in 6 minutes we can grant 3 ranks to these heroes to speed up their recovery. Because Gandalf is not summoned as a part of the Fellowship and it will be weird to have several his versions, I replaced the ability as a 3rd tier that spawns the Grey Wizard on the old Elven ability that you may remember from the original game, that spawns 4 Ents. I believe that is important addition that will improve the game, because Imladris faction had technically no possibility to attack structures from the distance, and that was very problematic to play against other teams. Battering rams are slow, and to attack we need to come closer to the enemy buildings, and to give that machines a chance to attack we need to escort them to the enemy buildings, protecting them from enemy units and making our units more vulnerable to attacks of the structures. Revelers was a good solution, but as for me it was not very convenient to use them. Yes, they can attack structures from the distance, but only via ability that requires time to be reloaded, and if we decide to set it to auto-attack, it's not the same as to select a target for an Ent, for example. That is way more complicated than when you are playing fractions that can use catapults or something like that. Because now we summon Tom as the keeper of the One Ring, instead of him we will summon the White Council.
You are not alone.
Which consists of 5 heroes: Galadriel, Radagast, Cirdan, Palando and Alatar instead of Gandalf and Saruman. Here we have new models for them. Take a minute for appreciation. While we have 5 of them, we can use only their basic attacks. To unlock full power of a hero, we need to unsummon other members of the council. When Galadriel has unlocked her powers, she can use the power of Nenya to give structures plus 56% armor, and summon a protection sphere where units and structures are invincible. Her main function is to defend, but also Galadriel has the strongest attacks among all members of the council and is especially strong against flying units. When Palando unleashes his powers, he makes units nearby invisible. That is actually the ability of his special object, but we will talk about it later. He gets stronger weapons that attacks enemies with sharp snow. Also, Palando has one ultimate weapon. He can summon terrifying rain shower that kills enemies. It affects only units and has only 15% impact on heroes. After unlocking his full power, Alatar can make structures nearby hidden from enemy eyes. He attacks with a cyclonic sphere with strong winds inside that crush enemies. Also, lightnings hit back everyone who harms Alatar. He can create a huge thunderstorm that strikes units and structures. Technically, this is a copy of Saruman's ability from a dying mode. Alatar's ability is not so strong against structures as Flute Horses, and it's not so strong as Palando's rain showers against units, and the ability will be cancelled if Alatar dies. The main advantage of it is in its huge range of the effect, consistent attacks and damage. It makes 20 hits per second and as a rule 1 hit per target. Damage is 100 of magic type, plus it destroys instantly machines. When unlocked full power, Cirdan can summon 3 battalions of Lindir archers and 3 of spearmen. We have new 3D models for them. That was so problematic to skin spearmen to Gondor's guard's rig, especially shoulders that are so wide, like in a troll. I've hid it beneath the shoulders blades. As it was done in skins for Gondor's guard, it helped, but my heart is not calm at all. They are not elite tough soldiers, but they are summoned permanently and cost 0 command points. Cirdan has the abilities that fully equips them, giving upgraded arrows, armor, blades and flags. It is possible to have only 6 of each type of battalion simultaneously. The main idea of the ability is long-term advantage. Yes, they can't cause huge amount of destructions as previous abilities we observed, but in long-term perspective they can be very beneficial. And the last member of the council, but not the least, Radagast. When he unleashes full power, he can heal allied units, even while they are attacking but not under an attack. The brown wizard can plant a giant tree that is protected with spirits of the woods. These green butterflies. Some of them are observing, detecting hidden units. And others are attacking those enemies who come close to the tree. After the attack, the last one are dying and are reborn in the tree. The tree can be a place for eagles to gather, and we can buy 3 of them. Also, we can buy a builder. Units within the area of the tree are hidden and slowly healed. Additionally, the tree generates small amount of resources. And at the base of the tree we can awaken Ents. We can build Ents to protect the tree and be guardians of it. Or we can build a small ant mood where we can grow an ant ash that has strong punches. Because Cirdan is now summoned as a member of the council, his functions as a keeper of the conservatory were transferred to Lindir. That's all about changes made to the Spell Book of Rivendell. Thank you for watching and happy modding!